Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. This will be the 8th session, and the first one that's actually at its scheduled time in a couple of weeks. So, the last session, episode, what have you, of Disco Elysium, I ran last Tuesday because there was a terrible power outage at my house, which prevented me from streaming at all last Sunday. But here I am back again at the appropriate time, and right where I left off, which is that I have the back of this truck to look at, I believe, and this person over here to speak to. Hopefully we're not going to have any more NPCs that are going to make me break my own chat rules like last session. So, let's start with the back of the truck, shall we? Ah, excellent, some cash. Now I'm a whole fifth of the way to what I owe to the hotel for all the damages that I did in my multi-day drinking binge. And there is nothing else to interact with over here except for this person, so. Pale driver. The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. Encyclopedia success. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. Okay, I can snap my fingers in front of her face. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions. Or nothing to do here and leave. Let's try just talking to her and seeing if anything happens. Excuse me, ma'am. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. I guess I'll be rude then. Snap, snap.
Wait.
Lieutenant stops you before you can snap.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why? Or if you say so, and obviously you can tell I'm going to go with why.
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. I don't know. That's the first time he's said or done anything like that, though, so I think I will actually pay attention. What's this here? Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. And this does appear to be a bit of a dead end. There does not seem to be anywhere to go around here, except back out the way I came. What an odd little dead end. Okay. back out to the angry people. Oh, I did not notice that you could talk to this one. Let's have a word with the...
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. So we have, I am the law. What's going on here? Or looks to like too much trouble for my taste, and leave. I don't feel very RoboCop, so let's try what's going on here.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than anybody else here.
Here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down?
It's nice to not have to read so much, actually. Let's see. Why should I? Yes or no? Let's just go with no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Well, if you believe that, sir. What kind of a cause are we talking about? I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. Regardless, I have some questions for you, proceeding, or, I'll be going now, and leave. How dumb do I want to play it? What kind of a cause are we talking about?
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
Okay. Rhetoric success. His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases. Yeah. Let's skip past the choosing sides part and just go on to having some questions.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
Well, you are trying to, you know, break a strike, so...
We have families to feed, you piece of shit!
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, scab!
The loitering man hollers in return. Yeah, this is like a fight between the striking workers and the strike breakers, or wannabe strike breaker workers. And considering all I really want to do is investigate the murder, I don't really want to get in the middle of this war. Let's see. I want to get into the harbor too. What's a strike? Who are all these strike breakers? Look around. What exactly is your goal here? You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say a really big race theorist guarding a button? Or I'm just going to leave now and go. I want to get into the harbor too. Have fun, he snorts. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss? I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here, behind the hostel cafeteria there. Or this is an official matter not to be discussed with outsiders. Sure, let's bring up the murder. Let's bring up the murder. I know nothing about a murder. His reply is snappy and terse. Absolutely nothing? Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! He again shakes his large fist, then turns back to you. It's shameful, cops doing nothing. You should bring backup, open the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime. I really don't want to get in the middle of this. There's already too many points in this. I don't know. This really isn't my area of expertise, or sure, why not? Oh. I'm just gonna go, this really isn't my area of expertise. I doubt the cops are unionized here. Kim, we're not picking a side in this just yet, sir. Thank you, Kim. Scab leader, pity. He turns around and bellows at the gates. Let us work! What exactly is your goal here? We were promised work. He points to the gates. We'd be in there working if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. And you're unable to breach the entrance? Or, okay, I wanted to discuss something else. Well, it's pretty obvious that they're unable to breach the entrance, but I am curious if this guy has anything other than rhetoric. Are you unable? Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. He points up the stairs. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. Which is generally what the guard should be doing, yes? Yes. And I don't mean the scrawny mesk punk either. He points at the dock worker idling on the staircase. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is. Yeah, he's talking about Measurehead, who I spoke to last time on Tuesday, and who I am really going to take pains to never speak to again. Ever. Wait, head measurer? Have you considered storming in, like all of you? Or why don't you just talk to them? This is probably going to go directions I don't want if I ask head measurer. But I really don't want to suggest either of the other two things, so here goes. Head measurer? Yeah, that giant up out there on the bridge you talked to. Head measurer. Won't let the workers by. The access panel is right behind him. Well, yeah, egging this guy on to get punched by Measurehead would be kind of funny, but I'm not sure if it would be at all useful. How bad could one guy be? You seem capable. Bad. The man glares at you. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position, and he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. If they haven't been working, why are they tired? Although maybe hungry could account for that. Why don't you just talk to them? Like civilized folk, you mean? The man rubs his chin. These native fucks don't understand civilized. Well, that one is the one that went in the unfortunate direction. Great. Wonderful. I hate this strike. Kim, it would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now. If you can't get in, anyway. No, they will give up eventually, or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge. The man rubs his jaw, perfect lightly bearded square wedge. You know, I don't know that this guy is actually a worker or just a hired agitator. Who are all these strikebreakers looking around? Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut. You see, it's not the corporation that has locked the scabs out. That's, I'm pretty sure. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who want work. Well, that's Kim, I have a question. The lieutenant looks him in the eye. Why do all these men follow your leadership? Scab leader, you think they follow because I'm big and loud? They follow rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were, he starts bellowing, given a job to do. Oh. I don't know that I really want to pursue either of these what's a strike, or you don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out. I'm just going to leave now. I'm just gonna go. Well, that was definitely one of the less productive conversations, but at least it wasn't as actively racist as the one with Measurehead. Even this guy, whose name is Racist Lorry Driver, was less of a issue to talk to. Well, it's definitely late now. I don't want to know if Kuno is still back there, so let's go back into the hotel. Let's see if anyone's in the meeting room, or if there's any way to get up onto the roof of the hotel from inside here. Need to do something behind Lieutenant Kitsuragi's back, sneak out after he's gone to sleep. Oh. I really hope we're not supposed to be sharing a room. I really trashed my room, and I may not have it after tonight, considering that there's no way I'm going to turn up enough money to pay for the damages. Maybe he'll let me sleep in the car? Such long loading screens I get in this game. It always worries me, especially when I get the circle. Okay, I've gotten a cursor back. That's a good sign. Oh, no, back to the circle again. Come on. You can do it. Oh my. Oh, flashing lights everywhere. There we go. Now that I'm inside, let's just give that a quick save. Well, it looks like there's still nobody in the meeting room. Okay, while I'm here, let's double check the journal and see if there was anything I was supposed to talk to Gart about. Get the boots off. Find some armor. Wait until Wednesday, although I'm not sure what day of the week this is. Find the malignant entity. Find a way into the secret passage. Find who else has the access to the whirling trash. I already spoke to... Oh no, no, I asked Gart about that. Getting the body down. Oh, I need to use the shortwave in the car to run the serial number from the armor. I have to confront Kuno. Ask around about tattoos. They're still not here, so pay for the damages. Get a reality lowdown. Find the lady who bought my gun. Find my badge. Find who made the phone call. Find booze. Sing karaoke. I already finished those quests. The map doesn't have anything. No, I don't think there's anything that I really need to bother Gart about, thank goodness. Let's just avoid my monetary responsibilities. You know what? Why? Oh, wait. Electrochemistry. You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. The what now? Am I a smoker? Or, nah, discard the thought. Am I a smoker, electrochemistry of mine? Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. It's still smoldering after all this time? It's been hours and hours. But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that, a carton! Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all. Yes, I should do that. I should enthusiastically do that. I should not do that. I'll make it priority 1. Or, well, I'll think about it. You know, I'm already on an apparently fruitless quest for booze, so, well, I'll think about it. Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Oh no. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. Oh boy. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. New task. Find smokes and smoke them. Oh great. Yay. I know where to find them, but that costs money that I'm trying to, you know, pay for my damages with. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses. I somehow doubt that. Well, that was a fun conversation with my own brain. Yeah, why not try knocking on the doors? Try the handle, knock, or leave. Let's knock. No answer. Perception, hearing, success. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. Knock again, because I'm not going to try the handle. Still no answer. Much harder. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Oh, let's go. Fine. Interesting that this door is not interactable at all. Let's see. Maybe if I go outside, I'll be able to figure out a way onto the roof from the balcony. Hopefully I will not be punished for forgetting to quick save before going out there. Low on health, put points into endurance. Yeah, it's given me that notice more than once, but the morale thing it didn't tell me about. That is another thing that I did last session, was that I went through and actually read all of the boxes on level up to find the one that would raise my morale past the 1 point. So now that I have 2 points of each, who knows? Okay. No, there does not seem to be a way onto the roof from here. Alas. My key does not work anymore. That is unfortunate. The chef guy appears to be away. Wonder where he got to. Okay, let's touch the door. Cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door flush with its frame on every side. The stainless steel is flush with its frame on every side. What is that extra door doing in there? Interfacing success. Old cobalt paint. Rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe? Visual calculus success. It leads to a side building adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. Well, I already know that just pushing on the door or whatever is not going to do anything, so... It's a pity there's nothing to do in the kitchen while that guy isn't watching. Well, I guess I will save and step back outside again. Out into the courtyard, I guess. See if... Or actually, no. Stop at the car and check the serial number on the armor. That's a good use of my time, and it puts off talking to Kuno again. Inside you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. Alright, pick up the radio. This is Precinct 57, the operator greets you through the static. How may I assist you? Alright, we have Alice, this is Firewalker, reconnect me to the 41st. Please connect me to Sylvie again. Could you run a serial number for me from a pair of armored boots? Ignore Alice and press the button labeled saved, or I'm done with the radio for now. Well, let's ask her to run that serial number, because that's what I'm here for. Sure, officer, what's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. E50.100.1000. The make and model of the armor is Fairweather T500/VE. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then. Encyclopedia success. The International Collaboration Police is an interior soliary law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem alongside EPIS and the coalition government. EPIS? I'm sure they'll tell me when I need it, or possibly after I need it. I don't have anything else to talk to my department about, especially after the way they made fun of me before. So I'm done with the radio for now. 57th over and out. Her voice disappears into void. Alright, close the door. Well, that's gotten that quest moving. Find smokes and smoke them. I'm just going to ignore that one for a while. Call Alice back in a day for info on the armor. Alright, excellent. I almost hope that Kuno is left for the day. Nope, he's still here. why, oh why. Alright, as long as he's still here.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He still doesn't care. I can't scroll down. That's fun. Well, I wasn't going to try the legendary empathy again anyway. 17%. I talked to Manana about the armor. 10 experience. So, he raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. He said the thank you wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway. Or he said you're now the king of the entire Jamrock? He said the thank you wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway. Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that. Yes. He looks slightly confused. Ha! Yes, excellent. I do not like this child. Kuno sent your fat ass running around like Jello. This one is the main problem, I would say. Without this one to egg Kuno on, I suspect he'd be a lot more cooperative. Look, Pig, he's suddenly all business. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. I will remember this, Kuno, or whatever, kid. Oh, I will remember this, Kuno, because I don't like you. You got fucked, he repeats. You got fucked, Pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face. What are you going to do, child? Yeah, real interesting. Do I want to bother with this 17% chance? I actually don't. I'm off then. Bye. Yes, I know you don't care, Kuno. Bye. Honestly, this child. Okay. Did that actually complete the quest? That actually completed the quest. Oh, and it's Monday. That helps. I can't believe that completed that. Okay, what else have we got around here? Have we got anything useful at all going on? Oh, I didn't notice that before. Boarded up wall thing. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material. Eternate. What is this? A medium challenge to sight perception. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material? Or leave. Oh, 72% chance on the perception. Let's go for it. Success! Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. Pull them aside. There it is. You see a shabby little door. Wow, that was loud. 5 XP for finding the door. What is this then? A tool shed? He peeks inside. Let's investigate. Oh, and he wants to talk to me, so... We will talk to Kim. I like talking to Kim.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet. Should take care of that then. But I don't have the money. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out. How optimistic of you, Kim. I can't actually reach these, can I? Oh no, where am I going? Where am I going? Oh no. Did I miss an entire access? No, I did not. How disappointing. Okay, well, Kim obviously has his life better put together than I have mine. So let's follow his suggestion, even though that means I'm going to have to sit through another massive loading screen. In we go. It's pronounced Revachol, Orania, and it's pronounced Klasia. I am not going to remember any of those. I've been pronouncing all of them wrong the entire time. Okay.
Can I help you?
Alright, so about that money I owe. Yes, have you got it? I was wondering if we could, okay, how much do I owe you again? I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight, or actually, let's talk about something else. And as much as I'd like to go for that last one, I'm actually going to go for the second one. Can we come to some sort of arrangement? Does the arrangement include you paying me for what we already agreed you owed me? I will pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing this stupid money game. Come on, man, after everything I've been through. Kim was about to say something. Let him. Kim! Kim, come to my rescue, Kim. Kim, he adjusts his glasses. I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business. Gert. Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking and... He stops mid-sentence. I mean no offense, it's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Hold on, I still have my key, you know. Or this conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? I still have my key, you know? Good luck trying to use it. He taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the counter. Yes, I know it doesn't work. I tried. Interfacing success. Draconian measures. How was that a medium success, honestly? Gart. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Or I'll find a way in. I'll break the door down. And owe more money? This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Not until you bring me the money. Kim. Okay, he turns to you with a heavy sigh. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here. Gert. Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. And just like that. I'm not going to bring up the karaoke. Let's just go. Okay, what is this? Pay for damages. Kim has offered to help. Go to his motor carriage in front of the whirling. More loading. Okay. Back out we go. Equip a flashlight for low light areas. Well, I'd already done that, and the flashlight in this is amazing, so... Okay. To the car. Set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. Kim, I have something here we could sell. Look in the back in the suspect transport enclosure. Reaction speed success. Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. Sure, let's look in the suspect transport enclosure. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark. Kim, I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. What are those things? What do you mean you've confiscated them? You said something about a pawn shop? Thanks, I appreciate your help. Take the spinners. Or, sorry, I can't take them. It wouldn't be right. Don't take the spinners. Well, we already know about the pawn shop. We've been there, so what are those things? They're spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, he makes a spinning motion with his hands. The caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them. It's just for vanity. What do you mean you confiscated them? A couple weeks ago, I stopped a young man from going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son, and high. So you took his spinners. Look at Kim. Isn't that corruption? Or, look at the spinners. I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing. They're mesmerizing. That they are. The lieutenant looks at the spinners and sighs. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back. Did you want to put these spinners on your machine? Point at the Kinema. Or the other ones about the pawn shop and the... No. I appreciate your help. I appreciate your help, Kim. I want a place to sleep tonight. The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners. Okay, let's close the door. Where am I carrying them? Yes, you want me to look. Let's look at the spinners. The magnificent hubcap spinners that Lieutenant Kitsuragi has donated to you so that you can pay for your room at the Whirling. They are slate blue and shimmer haughtily in the light. Okay, and this has updated, although I'm not sure with what. Oh, yeah, the one I was already on updated, which is why I can't tell. Alright, so take them to the pawn shop. Which was down here. Yes, there it is. And we'll just stand outside for a moment and quick save before we go back into another loading screen. The map tab in your journal lists all the white checks you can reattempt. Oh, that's why they keep relighting up. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Alright, here we are. Everything is the same. Why is this yellow? I don't know. Let go of the t-shirt. Talk to the pawn shop dude.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Can't scroll again. What an odd glitch I'm having tonight. Alright, there's something I'd like to sell. Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps. The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners. Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. He marvels at the cobalt shimmer and nods. Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter, I'll give you 200 real. Nice. No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you, the lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash. Which is twice as much as I need, I think. Bird's Nest Roy, of course I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again. Kim, thank you. He takes the cash, then turns to you. He kept half of it. Well, they were his hubcaps. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it. The rest goes in his pocket. Rhetoric success. The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners. Roy, anything else you're thinking of selling? Both the lieutenant and the pawnbroker turn to you. I don't have anything else to sell at the moment. Another time, perhaps. Okay, I have other business to take care of. Thanks, Roy. That was awesome. Alright. We'll save. We'll leave. I don't feel like there's anything that I need to do behind Kim's back right now, except maybe, you know, find that alcohol, but... But as far as it goes, I can now pay for my room and actually have somewhere to sleep that isn't the back seat of the car for tonight, which is awesome. Okay, now we're here, so once again my paranoia saves, and off we go. Police work is tough. Take breaks, talk to strangers, explore. That's what I've been doing, all of them, except maybe the taking breaks part. Okay. Back to Gert.
Can I help you?
Alright, so about that money I owe. You know what? How much do I owe you again? A lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real. Yeah, okay. And, alas, no options to negotiate him lower. Whoa. I have your money, you bloodsucker. He glares at you suspiciously. Well? Oh, and I have options for how I hand it over. I just hand it over, here's 100. I can slam the bills down on the counter and tell him I hope you choke on it. Or, here it is, sorry for the trouble. You know, let's just be very basic, very straightforward. Nothing we do is going to make him like us any better, so let's just, here's 100. Great, thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. Oof. He takes out his keychain and fiddles with the mechanism behind the counter. The electronic lock to your room is being disabled till 2100 tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night. Well, thankfully I have 20. He opens his wallet. I'll take a room here too. Oh, that's nice, Kim. Gert, of course. He takes the money and hands him a keyring. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. And I forgot to save before taking the stairs. Please don't punish me. Hallelujah. So, I guess this is now Kim's room. Door to room number 1. This is the door to the room you redecorated. Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go since I've been taking all your suggestions tonight already. That was interesting. And we have a completely black loading screen, which does not fill me with confidence. Okay, the air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum, then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim. How do you think today went? So what are our powers exactly, the RCM? Say nothing, just look into the night. I didn't know you smoked, Kim. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual. Oh. Electrochemistry. Oh man, he looks so devastating cool with that cigarette. I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes? How did you get so cool, Kim? Or right then, the debrief. Return to it. Do you have any more cigarettes, Kim? I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes. How did you get so cool, Kim? The light of his cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. You mean this? He flicks the ash. This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy. Volition success. Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. That's true. Composure success. Yet were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all. Well, I think we all learned something about Kim. Right then, the debrief. Yes, he pulls on the cigarette. It's been a long and eventful day, hasn't it, though? So, how do you think today went? What are our powers? Or say nothing, look into the night. So what are our powers exactly? They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revcol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses in accordance with interdepartmental schedule. Wow. 1,000? Why not more? Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Or, okay, what else? Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than a prescribed fine amount. He frowns. It undermines a lot of trust in the RCM. $1,000? Why not more? The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We're not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revcol. Okay, what else? We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up? Or, I see, and if someone resists? No, I'm wondering, how can you be sure they'll show up? You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they're eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. Huh. I see, and if someone resists? As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we're permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished to not abuse that power. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, what happens to the people we convict? And who makes all these rules? What happens to the people we convict? We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Kuron and La Delta. The prosecution works off of our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. Okay. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, you have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually a witness. Yeah, if I just murder indiscriminately, Kim is definitely gonna turn me in. He doesn't like me well enough to not. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It's hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best. Yeah, especially since this does appear to be a rather, a fairly gritty dystopia. You really wouldn't want the cops to be really corrupted on top of that. Who makes all these rules? The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. Moral intern? I'm not sure how you're supposed to divide the syllables in that word. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark. Or perhaps it's better to say we were allowed to form. It is a point of contention whether the citizens of Rivicol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Let's say it was the citizens, let's say it was the coalition government, or say nothing. Say nothing. I'm gonna go with saying nothing. Silence, a great comment to such a conundrum. I just got an achievement called Goodest of the Good Cops. I don't know. I think I may have just been rewarded for refusing to commit. Okay, so how do you think today went, Kim? Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal. And we still have to get him down from the tree. I forgot I shot him in the chest, but at least we still have the picture of the tattoos. Frederick's success. By not ideal, he means he can't believe he let you try that trick and would be angry if he didn't feel the outcome was partly his responsibility. I just wanted to make sure he was really dead. I admit I'm a little out of practice, or I still can't believe I missed that shot. I admit I'm a little out of practice, I think. Being sober also tends to help with precision, but moving on to the interviews. Oh, that was mean, Kim. That was harsh. True, but harsh. We weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him, so that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow. Well, there is that door to investigate that will hopefully get us on the roof so that I never ever have to speak to Measurehead again. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice? Electrochemistry success. I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow. Oh, you have not been helpful in so far, electrochemistry, except for pointing out that the pawn shop guy was high in a way that was absolutely not useful to us at all. You have done nothing for me but, you know, pointed out more vices for me to pick up. I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up. I'm training for a long-distance run. I want to raise money for charity. Yeah, that's how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't feel like the character was running very much, actually. It felt like he was just sort of pacing along, not moving very fast at all. Although I did keep moving a bunch. I don't know why, Lieutenant Kisaragi. I have no idea why I'm doing anything. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette. It's impressive, especially for a man in your age, and in those heels. Well, thank you. He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange. Green and orange do look really good together, actually. They are very complementary colors. Let's see. Moral intern, what is it? Say nothing, just look into the night, or thank you for this. A moral intern, what is that? The Moralist Internal are the world's largest political organization. He pulls on his cigarette. You know who they are. They run this place after the revolution failed. If I didn't know, how would you describe them? Or, I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. Point to your head. If I didn't know, how would you describe them, Kim? I'm curious. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world. So what you're saying is that there is a cabal that is actually running all of the governments. No, that doesn't sound like a dystopia at all. Not at all. Okay. What do they believe in? What is their symbol? What do you think of them? I have an opinion. Oh no. What is their symbol? Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that. Oh, sorry. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that. This is what I get for skimming too quickly before I read. Conceptualization success. Something kind and usual. Logic success. Something almost self-explanatory. Electrochemistry success. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner. What on earth can electrochemistry? Where are you getting this stuff? And perception success. Sight. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above. What do they believe in? What do they believe in? They are DeLoreans. They believe if they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they're just technocrats. Rhetoric success. Thus others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day. Oh, good question. Who was Dolores Day? A historic figure? The author of the modern age? He thinks. You'll have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me. What do you think of them? Here, where we are probably being overheard by the gardener directly below us. The Maolinton are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And he looks at the city below. It doesn't look like that's about to happen. Oh boy. Now I have no choice on getting out of this conversation except to have an opinion. An opinion. Oh my. Do you? The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of water and then I'm going to hit up this set of large amount of text. Alright. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revocol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are the stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. Mutters silently. Immigrants, liberal clips, fucking men are turning into women. Ugh. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. Oh, it's tempting to not have an opinion. Okay, I'm gonna go with the first one. Things are bad out there. We need them to give us the chance to to give us the chance to do our work. In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we came to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes. Yep. Actually, vigilantes is okay with me. Yeah, vigilantes sounds bad. Or maybe we should make our own law, which is a variation of being vigilantes. And I'm actually not entirely into the whole vigilante thing. I don't think any one person should be deciding what is right and what is wrong and carrying out that supposed justice themselves. That is... it's far too much arrogance and far too controlling for my tastes. So, yeah, vigilante sounds bad. He nods. Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union, vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging. He looks at the roundabout. Well, I'm just gonna look into the night and see if he says anything. The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. Visual calculus success. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Lieutenant Kisaragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky, 2 glowing circles. Finally, he pulls on the cigarette and says, "They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH. Yeah, that kid is... wow. Why are they like this? It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks." And in Jamrock and the GRIH? He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky and says, "We run this city. West of the river is RCM land." It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... He shakes his head. But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, this city would disintegrate. I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good, or we won't change anything here. I choose to hope. I choose to hope that it is the most important choice. Me too, he says quietly, but I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes. Perception success. He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older. Alright, we've covered pretty much everything, so thank you, Kim. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. Oh, that was 30 experience for a very deep conversation. I leveled up. And it's saved. Okay, so that is... Now I have this quest for finding money and paying off guards. Well, I have the $20, so I can pay tomorrow, and hopefully I can find another 20 during the Tuesday and pay him again. And a level up. Oh. Where to put these points? I've been getting very good results from everything in the intellect field, so I don't think that needs to be raised for the time being. Perhaps something in motorics. I seem to be fairly low in there, and it does call for me to use it. Perception is the highest. Composure and perception are the highest that I have. See, hear, and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. For perception. Composure is straighten your back, keep your poker face. Let's see. Interfacing, master machines, pick locks and pockets. I haven't encountered any locks to pick yet. Savoir-faire, which is the most terrible one, which I'm probably going to leave as is because, you know, I'm like that. Reaction speed. Hand-eye coordination. I wonder if I put points in shivers, would that be at all helpful? Or perhaps empathy. Oh, choices are so difficult. There are so many things I could spend these points on. Like, I have no points in suggestion. Would that help at all? Tricky choice. Points seems to be where things really start kicking in, because that was when my electrochemistry really started talking to me. So do I have anything that's sitting at 3 besides my pain threshold? No. So you know what, I think I'm going to raise my empathy again. Okay, and then we'll do an actual proper save. And we'll go inside. Loading. Red checks can be tried only once. Failed white checks can be retried by increasing the relevant skill. This probably means that I would have a better chance than 17% on Kuno, but I still question whether or not I really want to try to understand what's going on with Kuno. I still suspect that I would get further with Kuno if the other child behind the fence could be induced to leave or just stop talking. Because that other one seems to be the one that keeps prodding Kuno to be the most terrible possible human being whenever he starts slipping into possibly actually being helpful. My one attempt to talk to that child was even worse than my attempts to talk to Kuno. See you in the morning, Kim. Bye. Okay, has anything changed in my room since I was last here? No, it does not appear. So, you know, I was prompted earlier to come sit on the bench after Kim had gone to bed. So why don't I do that and see what happens? I mean, I know that if I just went to bed and slept, I could make it be Tuesday in the game at last. After 8 two-hour sessions, I would finally make a day go by. But, you know, if I can put it off for just that much longer, why not? But yeah, these loading screens, they are so long. And I still have another one to go. Possibly I should have saved before doing that, but since all I did was walk across the room, well, that can be redone if tragedy should strike. The game has been pretty stable since I adjusted a few of the graphics settings. But I still remember how in the very first session that I played, the game crashed on me in the middle, and I had to get it going again. It was, I still don't know why it crashed. All I did was try to go down the stairs. It was very early on in the playthrough. I'd talked to the lady in that last room on the floor, and I tried to go downstairs and the game just crashed. No idea why. I have turned down the graphics just a touch since then so that it will hopefully run a bit lighter on the system. And it hasn't crashed since then, but during the loading screen sometimes it flickers very dangerously. And I worry. It's made me very paranoid about it. So, let's sit on a bench. You sit on the wind-warm wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache. Twiddle your thumbs, wait 15 minutes. Stare into the sky, wait 30 minutes. Or think deep thoughts, wait an hour. Or get up. Just on the off chance, let's stare into the sky. Nice halfway. Time passes. It's getting so dark you can barely make out the snowflakes drifting down from the sky. I didn't really expect anything momentous, but I expected a little bit more than that. Oh well. I shall get up before I freeze. as well go up and sleep, I guess. In the game time, it's 10 past 11, so... No, wait, I've done the math wrong there. Or had I? Did that say 22 or 23? I have had the memory of a goldfish this week. Playing Among Us on Wednesday was something else, especially when I got the Simon Says a couple of times. Oh, no, it says 23. I was right. In the game time, it is 10 past 11. It's only a little past that in my time, actually. We've still got almost a half an hour worth of play left in my time slot. Let's call it 20 minutes. Let's call it 20 minutes left. I should probably be able to get a bit way into Tuesday, even with these loading screens. Okay, we go in. We'll close the door because we are not barbarian yet, no matter how many of those book titles we read. We'll save and we will attempt sleep on this object. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. Crawl in, boy. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And another loading screen that is completely black, so I can't tell what's going on. Oh no, and then sleep doesn't come. But I want to sleep. Why? 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 As a person who's mostly nocturnal and has problems sleeping as well, I always want to know why. Maybe it's the bed's fault. Check the pillow, check the blanket, roll over to the other side. Check the pillow. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Perception, smell, success. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease. It's me! Check the blanket. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Composure, success. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax. Roll over to the other side. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Who killed him? Who? No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Who killed him? Who? Something to do with... What was it the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brainwaves. Excellent. No more thoughts. Sleep now. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming. Oh my. What is happening? Oh no. This is... I didn't expect to have to participate in this. Sure, let's go to the courtyard. It seems like a really terrible idea. Oh, yeah, that was a terrible idea. Oh dear. Oh my. Why is there a disco ball up there?
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this? I remember nothing. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die. I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said, who? I left. I was left. I think I was left. I think I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle, and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
Oh dear. I can get it all back, or I don't want to come back. I don't think this guy wants to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium? I've talked to you before. I can come back from this. Okay, what does this part of me think Elysium is? What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
Okay.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Not easy on myself, am I? I've talked to you before. I remember.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
Stinky boy.
Thank you, Limbic System. You can go away again now. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown? Who are you kidding?
Okay, so skipping the things already covered. I'm trying to solve this case. My mind is tired and broken, or help me. Trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. grinding in your head?
Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. This dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type? Or what? No! Oh God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
My limbic system needs a mute button. Pick dialogue options that begin with hold on or wait to gain additional information. Okay, alright, red dot. Electrochemistry. Good going, buddy. Thank you, electrochemistry. Oh my god, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream, uplifting, rejuvenating. Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? Oh my god, what the hell was that? Really, seriously, what the hell was that? Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. What the hell is going on with me? You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? Or, no, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. No, I don't think lying to my own brain is actually going to work, all things considered. Why? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Oh, lovely. Volition failure. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Wait, what is speed? I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. Opt in. Or no, I can take this. I'm going to go looking for speed. Oh. My electrochemistry is just dragging me around, apparently literally by the nose. I'm not. I refuse. Electrochemistry. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks, maybe 3? You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You'll be fired. Who am I kidding? Of course I want some speed. Or that's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. Electrochemistry has already sent me on a quest for booze and for cigarettes. I am not going on a quest for speed, especially when I'm going to have about 80 cents in my pocket after I pay for my hotel room. That's a lie. Suit yourself, slow, sad shellman. See how you do without your spark. Well, I did okay yesterday without it. I'll be fine today. And I guess since we've finally made it to a new day, I should save properly again. Confirm that. Out we go. I wonder if I just wander around. Possibly I should have saved. Oh my, the union box is open. And Kim is here. And wishes to speak unto me. Good morning.
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. He points to the mess hall doors. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. Why do we need to talk to them? What do you mean, rowdy? Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday? Or let's roll and leave. Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday? I completely forgot. He looks at his notes. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them, by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. Ooh, 30 experience. He crosses something out. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. What do you mean, rowdy? I mean, ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here... Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them. Oh, that doesn't seem... Why do we need to talk to them? Everything points to the Dockworkers Union, the belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information, which may of course all be wrong, but we will still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy. No, it will not. Suggest reinforcements, or let's roll? Maybe we should call reinforcements? That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debardiers Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay? Alright, let's roll. One more thing before we do. He glances at the booth again. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business. Reaction speed success. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. Logic success. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? Kim. They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. Yeah, Well, let's start with assuming that we're going to live.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight, Gart. Yep, 20 real for the night. Good, you've got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow. Yes, I know. Goodbye. Okay. And you know what? Let's talk to the lady here.
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager. She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mom.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine. I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? Sorry, ma'am, I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. Or, you seem busy, I'll come back later. Good day, is everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast, and Gary's phone is dead too.
She sighs. Wait, what's wrong with the phone line? Or why did you need to use the phone anyway? Oh no, What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
She frowns. Interfacing success. Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask Gart, maybe. Why did you need to use the phone, anyway?
To let the young woman who is house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to be back on Monday night, but they're still missing and I haven't heard from them.
Oh dear.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Logic success. A little missing persons puzzle might be the thing to take your mind off the hangover. Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before? Or, this sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing. Then I'll get back to this and leave. Oh no, I am all about the side things. Has he gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window towards the bay. More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting. What is this expedition your husband was on? So your husband is some kind of scientist? Tell me more about Morel, looks, character, your relationship. That's all for now, ma'am, and leave. So your husband is some kind of scientist? Oh yes, she says with a pinch of pride. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise. What is cryptozoology? I know, but I'm going to ask anyway. Kim, it's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends. The lieutenant sounds unimpressed, as most police officers that you bring up cryptozoology to will. That's one opinion, yes, and people are entitled to their opinions. Composure success. She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her. Kim, my apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby. Oh. Kim is mean in today's session. Lena, it's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species, called cryptids, is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research. That's certainly one way of putting the research into cryptozoology. Encyclopedia success. The quality of research at Revicolian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite. Alas, this is so. This has a new one of a suggestion, medium difficulty. Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. Which has a 17% chance. Oh my goodness. Because my suggestion is pathetically low. me more about Morel, ma'am. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Okay, what does your husband look like? How long have you been married? I think I have all the information I need. Let's move on. Let's start with what does he look like? Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious like a small boy's, and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle. Logic success. You can't go around Rancol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information. Let's try again. Why don't you try describing him as you would one of your cryptids? Or that's good enough, let me ask you something else. Oh, no, let's describe him like a cryptid, ma'am. Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed, you might say wild, even. Kim. The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description. See, that's how you know she finally said something useful. There's Lena. One other thing. He'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds. You know, just in case. How long have you been married, ma'am? We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Her smile is soft. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. How did the two of you meet? Via a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and well, here we are. She smiles wistfully. Reaction speed success. She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later. Alright, let's move on. I hope I've been useful. What was this expedition he was on? Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. She sighs. What could be keeping them? Oh, I know. It's because the bridge is out. Logic success. The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it? Thank you, game. You have made me seem smart. Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him? Or, the waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. You know what? Let's start with, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him? She smiles. Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I'd trust him with my husband's life any day. Okay, the waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck. Oh my, what happened to the waterlock? Wouldn't you know, it's blocked by a big butter billboard. It fell right into the water. Probably just some technical problem. Word around the canal is some weird new cryptid destroyed it, or I really don't know. Let's tell her the truth because I have no reason to lie. A butter billboard. Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Kim, you're welcome, ma'am. Lena, she turns back to you. I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. Conceptualization success. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation. Vanilla. Okay. And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's being repaired. And it's cold out there. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here when or if I get there, accept the task. Or, I've really spent too much time on this side case as it is, reject it. Oh no, I have not been through this entire conversation to say no now. Accepting the task. I'll let him know if I see him. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Do I dare try asking her to tell me about her cool cryptids? Oh, no, wait. There's a chance. Tell me about this insect your husband's looking for. Oh, I want to know. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating, she catches herself. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae. Kim, the lieutenant gives you a sideways glance. No, I want to hear about the insect. Or, you're right, I don't have time for insect facts right now. Let's talk about something else. Oh. I actually want to hear about the insect. I'm so sorry, Kim. Well, she hesitates. It's phasmid, technically, but... Encyclopedia success. Ah, yes. Phasmatidia. Phasmatidia. A diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially. Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindan coast. She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully, hence its name, the Insulindan phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers? Kim, I knew it, the lieutenant sighs. We're going to be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists. Lena, it's not made up, officer, I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that the most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all. Well, if it's exactly like a reed, except that it's an insect, how would you find it without killing it and every reed around it? What makes you think the phasmid is around here? So, is it dangerous? Is it valuable? Does it have cool powers? So, is it dangerous? She chuckles to herself. Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully? Is it valuable? Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie. I expected that answer. What makes you think it's around here, then? Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping. So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence that you have? Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindan phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at. Composure, success. Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses. You seem really excited about this cryptid. I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindan phasmid. All scientists have little hobby horses. I don't want to know if it has cool powers, so okay, what's so special about this stick bug? Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. The woman's face flushes with embarrassment. Morel can explain it all so much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure. I am not going to try that 17% chance. So I'm just, thank you, ma'am. Reminding your husband that you're still waiting for him at the hotel is more than enough. And actually it is... Oh, the gardener's inside. Interesting. So she was spying on us for the Union. Good to know. And she studied law. Well, 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 well. Thank you. But anyway, it is 10 after 12, which is 10 minutes past my stopping time. So I believe I will be calling it a night here and deciding whether to talk to the Union officers or just walk right past next week. So, We will save this game. There we go. And thank you for sticking around with me while I try my very best to detect, despite all of my hangovers and amnesia and the terrible people that I am surrounded with. Everyone except Kim. Kim is awesome and amazing, and he is especially special because of all of the really terrible people that I seem to be surrounded with in this area. And he is a treasure, and I'm going to try not to piss him off so much that he leaves. But in any case, I will be returning again to Disco Elysium next week on Sunday night, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and running until the closest to after midnight that I managed to finish a dialogue tree. The next time that I will be back is this upcoming Wednesday at 7 p.m. where I and a group of my writing friends will be playing Among Us together and being terribly suspicious of each other, but hopefully not ruining any of our friendships. Then I will be back again on Thursday night, starting at 7:30 Eastern Time, where I will be continuing to play the bass that I started in Oxygen Not Included on Try Not to Die Thursday, where I try not to kill the little cloned duplicate beings that are populating my base and making sure that everything keeps running. And I hope that everyone will join me there. If you liked this stream and wondered what the heck that I've been doing in this game this whole time, you can visit my YouTube channel where I've archived all of the previous sessions of Disco Elysium, just because not all of them are saved on Twitch anymore. And I am also archiving my plays of Oxygen Not Included there. And I hope that all of you have a good night. If you want notifications, you can always follow, because that's what following is for. And have a great night and a great couple of days until I'm back again, and I will hopefully see you all on Wednesday. Good night.